Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy Legend back with my biannual YouTube attempt at NBA 2K YouTube tutorials. They are always fairly successful, and then I fall off the face of the earth for 2 years at a time. Don't blame me, blame 2K for putting out a doo-doo product. Alright, so just throwing that disclaimer out there because I'm still heavy rocking, like, playing 2K. I don't want to say rocking with 2K because I'm not, I don't like what they're doing, but anyway, I'm still playing the game heavy. I haven't been all that motivated to put a lot of effort into putting content out on it because it's just whatever, that's the game now. But if you love basketball as I do, it's really the only choice we have because EA can't decide when they want to put a game out. And when they do, it's not very good. So those are our options. So anyway, aside from all that, this is my video on how to go 12-0 in MyTeam Unlimited. There's some outstanding YouTubers out there, namely the guys I watched for their methods was Bio2K and Young Simba, and they obviously their method works. They go 12-0. As I said, they're outstanding YouTubers. Both put out a lot of informative, helpful content, and it's awesome content. But for whatever reason, their method just didn't work for me this time around. And as you can see here, I have the players of the month through last month. I haven't started Unlimited for this month because I was burnt out from Spotlight challenges, went back to my career, but I'm about to get back on my grind with Unlimited here within the next week or so. But just showing you got the players. So, but yeah, so my method starts with the lineup number one, as most people's do. And I'm going to show you what I use here coming up. The next clip. This is the lineup I used the first month of Unlimited. As you can see, 77s across the board, 77 overall. I thought I included it in the clip, but I didn't. But my coach was Dwayne Casey. So for those of you that think the coach is like some superpower hidden gem, I don't think so. Not, personally, I don't. Now here is my lineup this last month. For the Baron Davis card. Again, 77. It was actually 77 overalls across the board on there too. I was using a heat check card, and I think it went cold after my last game, so that's where that 76 came in there. And I believe the heat check card that was making the whole 77 across the boards was Jaylen Brown, as you can see in this clip. It was his heat check card. I use him because when he was on fire, that card is super underrated, man. He could shoot, he could handle, he had it all. Defense, and he's got good size for the 2 guard at 6'7". So anyway, all right. So as you can see, so this was just some footage of my last Unlimited game last month to go 12-0. And there's not much to show here. I feel like a lot of the in-game tips, I'm going to get way too in-depth and make this video way longer than what I want it to be. So really, the biggest tip that I can share with you, my method all begins and ends with that 77 overall lineup. If you have any skill, if you have any basketball IQ, any idea of what your opponent's doing and how to counter that with adjustments, 77 is the path of least sweatiness and or resistance to go 12-0. That's what this video is all about. It begins and ends with the 77 overall lineup. And I found that through trial and error when I did what when I watched Bio2K's video or Young Simba's video, and they were like, the overall really don't go crazy with your best players, but use players you're good with, that you're comfortable with. And I agree with that. I agree with that approach. But for whatever reason, man, when I was doing that, I kept running into people that were using pink diamonds, that were using like full diamond lineups, even if it was just their starting lineup. And it was just like sometimes it was too much to overcome when my best player is a sapphire. Like, that's tough. So yeah, so it begins and ends with the lineups. If y'all want specifics, if you want tips as far as like what to do in game, outside of just generalized things I might throw out here or what you can gather from watching the video here, if you want some specific adjustments, specific strategy in game, let me know in the comments, and I will be happy to upload a more in-depth video on how to actually play the game itself, the in-game adjustments I make, the in-game strategy I use, the counters to different style of teams you might run into. But in general, the biggest part of this method begins and ends with the lineup. 77 overalls. And as I mentioned before, I was using Dwayne Casey as my coach. It wasn't really... I like the boost the perimeter-centric coaches give you, but he only gives you, supposedly, +2. I still don't trust those boosts. Like, I'm not seeing a difference when I use a coach that has a +5-3 versus one that's got a +2. I haven't noticed a difference. But I really use Dwayne Casey. I like the boost that he gives if they actually do work. But I really used him because that was the coach that allowed me to reach the 77 overalls by messing around with my lineup and adjusting it to where I could get to 77 overalls, period. So that was the only real reason I used him over any other coach. So there's that. But as I said, if you want specific in-game strategy, let me know. I'll be happy to upload a more in-depth video because I didn't want this one to go too long. And just let me know. I'll be happy to upload it and go in depth with it. But try this out. As again, you can see the lineups I used for the first month and the last month. Try it out. Let me know how it works. As I told you, through trial and error, this is what I found to be the best method. When I went over to 80s, I was running into... It didn't matter. I'd always run into a tryhard at some point. When I ran right below 80s, I didn't run into them as often, but it still was happening. So try this out. Let me know how it works for you. Please like, comment, subscribe. I love the discourse. I love to engage with y'all in the comments. So any questions, concerns, or suggestions, let me know, and be happy to chop it up with y'all in the comments. Again, the love is appreciated and reciprocated. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.